a couple of interviews with our top performers in the business for perm recruitment, and we're going to share our main findings with you.
Okay, Shirley, so who did you interview?
Yeah, so I interviewed actually Olja from SNDC. She's been working here for 3 years and doing amazing in perm recruitment. So I had a conversation with her.
Okay, great. And what were your key takeaways?
Yeah, so she actually gave me a lot of good tips. It was a very good conversation, but one of her main tips was actually to ask for referrals. So really ask everyone for referrals. So every conversation you have with a candidate, do you know someone who might be looking for a job as well? Doesn't matter what kind of referral or anything. Of course, it would be good if it's in your space, but it's actually good if it's for someone else because you can refer it to the business. Other thing she said is ask a lot of questions. So before you sell anything, only ask questions until you think, okay, I know exactly what they want. Then you can sell some stuff.
Yep, nice. So what will you be taking away from?
I think both of those tips, but especially the referral thing, because I'm doing it a little bit too less at the moment. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to implement that straight away.
Nice one. Thank you.
Yeah,
awesome.
Thanks.
Okay.
What did you interview?
I interviewed Lorian Wilkins, who's been in the business for about 3 years now. Also a lot of great tips. She's come from a boutique agency, and it's slightly different to the way we sort of operate in Randstad. One of the main tips she gave me was to sort of try to build long-term relationships rather than to try to get a quick win. So a lot of the boutique agencies sort of trying to just push the candidate in for an interview, whereas she was saying try to sort of consult with the candidate and the clients a lot more. Another thing is she mentioned is to not be afraid to sort of educate the client as well. So rather than just taking what they say for granted, try to educate them because you're the expert at the end of the day. You've sort of got a bird's eye view of the market. So those are 2 main tips that I sort of took away from.
Did you implement something already?
As in the way she operates as a recruiter? Yeah, absolutely. She's sort of takes on board all the tips that she gave me today. She's obviously still learning as she goes, but yeah, absolutely.
You're going to use her tips as well?
Of course, straight away. As soon as we finished with the interview, I already started implementing the tips she gave me. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Awesome. Okay.
What about yourself? What did you...
I had Scott Sherwood, who's one of the sort of high performers in banking and finance. He was awesome. Had a really good chat about mainly his dedication to the job. I guess the takeaways were like he's always on the phone. Okay, so all day he's on the phone, and he'll obviously cross-reference candidates to get business development, all of those aspects similar to what we went through with Brad, I guess. In some ways. He's got a specific sort of market in banking and finance. He only deals with 1 to 3 clients, but he's got a hot list of 10 to 20. So he doesn't really need to really speak to that many people because he's already built that business over the last, sort of 5 years. So he's got a, excellent sort of
That's good.
area there that he can just work to.
Things are you going to use straight away?
Yeah. So look, there was one really good point. He said he saves all the numbers in his phone. So when they call back, he gives them some personal, a personal approach by saying, hey, Peter, and they sort of get a bit of surprise. So that was quite interesting, in relation to, making it more personable. And, just obviously
that's so good.
Getting so much more information and always being on the phone. And realistically, at the end of the day, it's just hard work, And trying to hone in on some exclusive clients that you can actually deal with, and you can obviously
very good as well.
Correct. Yeah. He's running his whole business off that, so completely different. But really, really good, and just hard work and on the phone.
Amazing.
That's awesome. Good. So that was the takeaways. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for listening.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.